Hey Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing the next month's readings. So for the month of August, normally I would delay them to the extra week, but next month is actually quite a big month. We do have two full moons next month, and they both are actually super moons. So for that first full moon, I will actually be doing next week's readings, the weekly readings next week. I will be doing shadow work readings, and then for the second full moon I will be doing that as an all signs reading. Okay, because anyone that does sort of watch the channel, I do like to do shadow work readings every full moon, so keep your eye open for those when they come around. But anyone that does comment on one of the videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I'll be drawing that when we hit our first 100 subscribers. So make sure you like and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate your support so far. Obviously, just a super small channel. So we do really want to get those messages out to everyone that needs to hear them. But today we are using the Dreaming Way Lenormand. I also have the Island Time Wellness Oracle deck, but starting our readings off today with magical messages from the Fairies Oracles. So I will be looking at love as well, but firstly drawing, in regard to just sort of a general read for what's coming up for you in August. All right, Scorpio, August 2023. Okay, and I'll draw one for love now as well, but we'll get to that. Scorpio, love for Scorpio in August, please. All right, so when we are looking there for the month of August, we do have the assertiveness card has come out for you, Scorpio. So that does say stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. Okay, so really, really needing to stand firm this month that, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. Okay, only do things if you do truly want to do them. So looking at the issue of assertiveness and standing up for ourselves, standing firm in our boundaries this month, Scorpio. All right, so we'll get a bit more detail about that. Scorpio, August 2023, please. Scorpio, August 2023. Okay, Scorpio. Assertiveness. Here we go. We do have the heart energy coming out. So for a lot of you, you are going to need to sort of stand your ground, hold your boundaries firm when it comes to love and romantic relationships. All right. And affection, I want to say as well. So if you, only say yes if you really want to. So if you don't actually want to, give somebody your time, your energy, your affection, your love, you don't actually have to, Scorpio. You're more than welcome to stand up for your personal beliefs, all right? But we do find with love that does come through as, somebody around you this month who does love you. They have that kind of unconditional love, and it does sort of talk about, romance is in the air a little bit there as well. The interesting thing I find about this love card in this particular deck is rather than being the one love heart, this actually has three. Okay, so sometimes I'm feeling that this is coming through as having multiple options in love coming through this month for you, Scorpio. So some of you are actually going to have multiple options available to you when it comes to love, or multiple directions that you can take with your love life. So it's standing up for your beliefs and only taking that path that really feels right for you, because with the heart comes the message of follow your heart as well. Really following your true desires when it comes to your own heart and what you do truly want and what you do truly desire. Okay. We also do have the sun. All right, and that was followed by the garden. Okay, so the sun is the happiest card in the deck. Okay, so it really does talk about, that warmth and that happiness that the sun shines on you, kind of a vibe. But the sun can also shine a light on other things as well. So with the garden there, I do feel that for some of you, there may be something, it could be shining the light on that. For I feel like maybe just one or two of you, you are getting a revelation that there is more than one person involved in, any romance that you may be in. There may actually be a third party, but I feel like that's only for like one or two people. All right. But, definitely seeing that there may be someone out there, that you're going to get revealed to you that there's a third party in the situation you're involved with. But for everybody else, I do feel that that's related to that garden card. So it's actually, sort of revealing to you the need to be more social, to be more restful within yourself and getting out and about and spending time with people, taking invitations when they're offered. There's once again, it's only one or two of you, but there's a proposal in there as well. Okay, so we do see sort of important meetings, public spaces as well. So for a lot of people, this may be actually, getting out in the sunshine and spending some time in nature and meditating, those kinds of things. Sometimes I do find it does sort of talk about, getting out in the sunshine, in a public space. So like a beach or a public garden or anything like that. But, other than that, it mostly just talks about, meeting up with friends type of vibe, because it is a very social card. Okay. So it inspires us to, get out and be happy, spend time with people that make us happy, even if it's just catching up for a coffee. But if you do get invitations this month to, go to a social event or anything like that, even important work meetings sometimes can be covered by this card. It's probably going to be in your best interest to go. Something will be revealed to you if you do attend. Okay, so there may be some interesting revelations coming through just from that social arena, I feel. So it may not, I'm not feeling that it's anything huge, other than, the one or two little things that I mentioned there. For the main collective, it's nothing really huge. It's just, just some, I feel like it's kind of that, a light being shone on things for you to, so that you can actually understand things just on a different level to what you maybe have understood things in the past. And once again, it is that assertiveness coming through, because you can kind of see the imagery is kind of similar. We've got this bright light in the center. So you can kind of imagine that that's that sun shining bright here in the center. So that's, your assertiveness, revealing the truth of the people around you, kind of a thing. So, some people really do not react well to someone who has firm boundaries, and that actually is a bit of an indication. It reveals more about them than it does reveal about you. So I just feel like that's something that we may be seeing happening this month as well. You being assertive and being this bright little sunshine, revealing, it might reveal the behaviors of those around you more than anything. Okay. But then when we are looking at love, Scorpio, it has come out saying, admit your true feelings to yourself. Okay, so be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So like we mentioned with that heart card before, really, really following your heart and following what it is that you truly desire this month. So only you know what that is, and you do need to actually admit your true feelings to yourself. So some of you may be in a little bit of denial about what those true feelings actually are, or who those feelings are actually for. So keep that in mind and don't be, reveal. So maybe that's that revelation. It could be for some of you, that's what that revelation is. Your true feelings being revealed to you, your true desires being revealed to you, realizing, hang on, I think I actually have feelings for this person. I was trying to tell myself that I don't, but I think that I actually might have feelings for this person. All right. So for some of you, that's what maybe is being revealed this month. Okay. But we'll have a closer look here. Scorpio, love for our Scorpios in August. Okay, Scorpio. So I'm just going to grab some advice cards as well. Advice for Scorpio in love, please. Okay, firstly, I just want to quickly talk about your advice cards, Scorpio, because we do have the scythe followed by the masculine. Okay, so I don't like to genderize the masculine and the feminine. The masculine a lot of the time just refers to somebody who is not really in touch with their emotions. All right, it's that non-emotional side of ourselves that control, trying to control your emotional side. And with the scythe there, your advice is actually telling us to make a sudden change and to break away from being non-emotional and being too stuck up in our head. So making a sudden, quick change to decide to be a little bit more emotional. And so I feel as though that's that admitting your true feelings to yourself, actually stopping and looking at what your true feelings are and not being afraid to stand in those feelings, all right? Not being afraid to follow your heart and follow your true feelings, all right? So I feel like that's just a pretty simple little advice message there that is linking up with that other message there of the follow your heart. So getting in touch with your true feelings, getting in touch with your true desires, your heart, what your heart wants. Quite important. Make a sudden break away from being stuck up in your head, and allow those feelings to come through. Be a little bit more vulnerable, not only with yourself but with those around you as well. Okay, Scorpio. But what we do have here for love, we do have the child first and foremost. So that's like brand new adventures, having that childlike sense of wonder about the world, getting out and about in the world and treating every day like an adventure, like you just want to explore the world. So that's tying in really nicely with that garden card as well, that getting out and about and exploring kind of a vibe. Some of you may have children as well, so it's really talking about just having the fun of a child. All right, being like a child this month and getting out there and doing, I want to say childlike things like going on the swings and things like that, doing things that, setting yourself free a little bit, getting in touch with that more vulnerable emotional side of yourself, healing maybe your inner child for some of you. But I'm feeling it's more so in that happy kind of a vibe, that children are very innocent and playful and fun. Okay, so I feel like that's the kind of vibe that you want to encapsulate this month when it comes to love. Just that sense of playfulness and innocence about what the world could bring. Okay, and children, they don't have emotional regulation, so they don't have control over their emotions. All right, so they just say what's on their mind, kind of a thing. So I feel like you need to really get in touch with your inner child and play and have fun and just follow your heart. When if the child in you wants to run free and dance down the street, go right ahead this month, Scorpio. It's actually going to attract more love into your life. We also do see the dog card here. So the dog is once again a card of friendship. So once again, I'm getting that vibe of, getting out and about, spending time with friends, relying on the loyalty and support from friendships. Okay. Having fun with your friends. We do have the child and the dog together there. So you may even have a friend with children that you want to spend time with this month. You want to meet up with them for that coffee date or whatever. Make it coffee in a playground, coffee in the park, something like that. Because we do see with the dog, the idea of, loyalty and that support from friends is really, really important. A lot of times, it's really just something as simple as getting out and about and having fun with a friend, and their kid in the park, going down the slides and having fun. It actually really does, attract that same sort of loving energy towards you. Okay, the more that you're giving that out to the people that you love already, like your friends and family or whatever, spending time with kids and having fun, you're going to attract that energy back on in when it comes to love and your true heart's desires as well. So, but I kind of also want to say that for one or two of you, there's going to be somebody this month who's really going to give you those puppy dog eyes, and they're just going to come across like you may meet this person, while you're out and about this month, and they're just going to give you them puppy dog eyes, and just like be like this little, see this happy little face here, like, Scorpio. I really feel that, one or two of you may be meeting someone and you'll be like, oh, what a happy little puppy that guy is or that girl is. They're just going to have that puppy dog vibe. Okay. So one or two of you, that just a side note. All right. But you'll know. Okay, if that's for you, you'll know when it comes along, you'll know. All right, but overall we do have the fish coming through as well, so that's really talking about abundance. Okay, it is a financial card, so you may be doing quite well this month. You may have this friend of yours may be a wealthy friend, but I'm feeling that overall this is just talking about an abundance of love around you this month, whether that is from friends, from yourself, from others around you as well, other loving connections. I do feel that, sometimes this does talk about there's plenty of fish in the sea, Scorpio. So like I did mention with that heart card, I do feel that some of you do have multiple options around you when it comes to love as well. I feel like you guys are just a little bit blocked off from seeing them, with the that what we've seen here, especially with that advice, once you make that sudden change to get out of your head and be a bit more vulnerable and open to the people around you, you probably will start seeing, wow, where'd all these little fishies come from? I didn't realize there was so many fish in the sea. But for some of you, it actually, there's another, I'm getting the collective is all over the place at the moment. Everyone's kind of on different tracks at the moment. But there is also someone within the collective who, that friend is actually one of the fishies that wants to put their name forward, to see if there is that admit your true feelings vibe between the two of you. So for one or two of you, there is definitely someone who you already know in your energy that you consider them a friend, but maybe that's more to do with you admitting your true feelings to yourself, Scorpio. So they may be a friend, but you may be considering them as a little fishy in the sea. So if that's for you, I feel like we've got that opportunity to just open your heart and be vulnerable, be open about how you feel. If they don't feel the same way, that's fine. You can stay friends or whatever. It doesn't. It's all learning, okay, in the process. And in the ultimate process here, we are seeing that, being a little bit more open and vulnerable and loving to the people around you is actually going to work out really well in your favor, either way. Okay, so you may be surprised where it leads. So don't be afraid to, make that sudden shift this month to, get out of your head a little bit. Stop being so logical and controlling of your emotions, and allow them to sort of run free like a, like that wild child, run free with the band, and let your feelings, out, and share them with those people that you love that are around you. They're there to support you one way or another. All right, we do have two different cards of friendship have come out, so your friends are definitely there for you this month as well. All right, but I'll grab you a couple of those Island Time Wellness and see if there's anything they want to add to that as well. Scorpio, with love, please. Okay, so we do have some past energy that's come through here. We do have a separation card that's come through. It does say sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. So this is someone else, from your past that is actually thinking about you quite a lot. So that's a past energy definitely coming through. Someone that you have separated from. You may just it may not be a separation of emotion. It may just be a separation of physical space. All right, because I do have the clock as well, and that does say needs time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. All right, so I do feel as though whoever this person in the past is, you maybe just needed some time out from them, or vice versa. Maybe you met them and it wasn't the right time for this connection. But they have a lot of thoughts about you, but I'm not really feeling them putting their current energy into it. They're just sort of letting you know that they are still thinking about you a lot. So I also want to say that once again, I'm getting multiple messages. So for one or two of you, this is someone who's actually passed on, who you have separated, and that's the reason for the separation between the two of you. And they're just letting you know that I'm sorry, but it wasn't the right time for us. But maybe in the next life, kind of a vibe coming through, and they still care about you deeply. All right, so just that I am getting that message, so I do need to share that. But for majority of you, that is just someone from the past wanting to. I'm still thinking about you too, Scorpio. Don't forget about me. So that kind of feels totally separate to everything else we've talked about today. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But we also have the coffee cup. All right. So once again, confirming all those other things we've been talking about. The coffee cup, it does say meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. All right. So, definitely get out and about and spend some time with friends. Go and have a coffee. Have one for me. I like mine frozen, guys. No, I like those the coffee frappes. Oh, I'm addicted to them, guys. I highly recommend them. So go for it. Go have a coffee for me, and even if you're not a coffee drinker, guys, you can still get out and about and spend some time with friends. Have a milkshake. You know what they say? Then your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. So you never know. But that's what I have for you today, Scorpio. So hopefully that resonated for you. Obviously, if it did not, you're more than welcome to check your other placements, or flip the energy as needed. Like I did say, I have been getting multiple energies coming through with the Scorpios today. So you're all slightly different timelines going on at the moment, but hopefully that does sort of resonate for you with your particular situation. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon.